Stepped into the building, changes swinging on my neck. Gold rings on my fingers, swimming on my wrist. Tucked into my waist, see me with a clip. Big glass of the Bombay, took a little sip like vintage sticks, little blast from the bars. Gold rings slip when I pass in the club. Just stepped into the
Welcome to Eye on the League, the podcast nobody wanted, but I went ahead and made it anyway. Got a couple of quick hits this week to get you started and plugged in for the season. Right off the bat, let's talk about what we're playing for this year. We're going to increase the buy-in to $45 to support a modified prize structure, including some new prizes. Introducing highest score of the week. Each week's top scoring team throughout the regular season will win a $5 prize that will continue to add on to their pool, with a total prize pool of $70 available throughout the year. Also, introducing this year's new prize, the biggest loser. Over the regular season, that's pre-playoffs, the team that scores the most points in a loss will win a $25 bonus prize. In short, every team is incentivized to score as many points as possible every week this year. Let's really put in a good effort, guys. In our traditional prize pool, we've got third place bringing home $55 this year, second prize taking home $100, and first place winning $200, getting ownership of the league trophy for the following season, and going down in history as this year's best player. All right, so we made it through the draft season. Everybody received your Yahoo mock draft grade, and that's all well and good. But it's time for what everybody really cares about, my power rankings. Coming in number one, Burlington's Burliest. Beyond spending an inordinate amount of time thinking about this team, I feel that the Burliest are well equipped to three-peat as champions. I'm projected to have the best running back trio, the number one projected tight end, and a solid slate of young wide receivers. My only question is anyone going to make it difficult for me to win this league a record fifth time this year? Coming in just a tier below the Burliest are three likely challengers. I've identified Blowout, the Watmen, and Big Day as these three. Big Day is going to ride the running backs with an impressive Bijan-Henry combo that should guarantee a solid floor every week. Blowout, he's going to fly high behind the Sun God, Adams, and Olave, and might have the best wide receiver trio in the league. Watmen, they just have the best player in the league in McCaffrey, and a scary wide receiver lineup buoyed by Chase and Waddle. Just a tier under those three are going to be the middle of the pack. We've got Chowdas, Doghouse, and the Purple Herbies. Herbies have the freshest name in the league and a solid tight end, but they may find themselves chasing points at the quarterback and wide receiver positions, and they generally just lack depth. I project Doghouse's wideouts to be a step behind others in the league, but it'd be foolish to completely sleep on last year's runner-up. Chowdas, they're going to remain one of the most active managers on the waiver wire, but right now need DJ Moore and Pickens to deliver on underwhelming offenses. Bringing up the rear, in my bottom tier, I've got, no pun intended, London Silly Nannies and Peyton Manning's team. While rumors continue to swirl that Manning's team may finally get a new name, I find it hard to like anything about their roster. I mean, I guess having Drake London as the projected wide receiver 2 is pretty strong, but I just squint pretty hard to find that nugget. London's Silly Nannies seem to be mailing it in this year. I mean, I guess the bench depth is nice, but they have the 10th best tight end, the worst wide receiver combo, and their kicker doesn't exactly inspire confidence. My pick to rise out of this group and get to be with the rest of the league is, no pun intended. They've got a solid QB, and it really isn't that hard to imagine Garrett Wilson, Deebo Samuel, and Stephon Diggs outperforming their ADP. So again, in summary, my power rankings for this year: number 1, Burlington's Burliest; number 2, Blowout; 3, Big Day; 4, the Watmen; 5, Doghouse; 6, Chowdas; 7, Purple Herbies; 8, no pun intended; 9, Peyton Manning's team; and 10, London Silly Nannies. Week 1 preview. Got a couple of upset specials, matches that really shouldn't be competitive, but who knows? It's fantasy football. Burlington's Burliest should be able to take care of business against the Nannies. Enough said. Doghouse. I think they're going to be able to take care of, no pun intended, once they pick up a kicker and a defense. Keep an eye on the waiver wire if you're the type of manager to get excited over Braylon Allen or Ray Davis. Here's looking at you, Steve. Kind of moving up a tier in rankings here. We've got week 1 matchups. Peyton Manning's team versus the Chowders. I'm going to pick Peyton Manning's team for the upset here. I think Taylor and Mixon will outperform Gibbs and Pollard in week 1, and I haven't seen that Anthony Richardson really knows how to throw a football. Are we sure they aren't just putting a halfback in the backfield in Indianapolis? I believe that this will be an excellent matchup, and it really could have been the matchup of the week, but at the end of the day, these small market teams just don't move the dial enough to warrant week 1 matchup of the week consideration. Next matchup, Watman versus the Purple Herbies. I think the Watman will take down the Purple Herbies unless Jamar Chase actually sits out week 1. Watman would be forced to potentially start Chuba Hubbard or maybe even Tyler Lockett week 1, and that certainly wasn't the plan going into the season. And now, it's time for your matchup of the week. We've got Big Day versus Blowout. What a matchup. This is practically a pick'em game. However, I'm going to lean Blowout's way on this one with the Stroud-Collins stack coming through to just eke out enough points in the win. The Vegas Sharps agree that this is a toss-up and have the line set at plus 103 for Blowout. Ultimately, this could come down to Pittsburgh's ability to play enough offense against Arizona to keep their defense off the field. That's all I've got for you guys today. Hope you guys have a great week. Let's have a good season.